York Senator Chuck Schumer was actually in Syracuse this afternoon to talk about RSV. That's an infection that targets the elderly as well as infants. Here to give us more on that story is our reporter Harrison Calder. Good evening, Harrison.
Bradley, good evening. Earlier this afternoon, doctors, the Onondaga County Health Commissioner, Syracuse Mayor Ben Walsh, and many more joined Senator Schumer to talk about a virus that's become extremely harmful to many, especially with vaccine shortages. New York State Senator and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer spoke at Upstate Golisano Children's Hospital, where he talked about RSV, an infection that can seriously harm older people as well as infants. RSV, better known as respiratory syncytial virus infection, has been around for 60 years, but there wasn't a way to treat the infection until the FDA approved the first vaccines in May of 2023. Schumer came today to bring up not only how serious RSV is becoming, but to also highlight the shortages of the vaccine around central New York.
We are working right as we speak to get more vaccines to central New York and to upstate New York. Buffalo's had a shortage. Rochester hasn't for some reason, but Syracuse has. Albany hasn't. So to get it to the areas where it's short, we're trying to get it ASAP. You can't wait a minute.
The medicine certainly does its job, but Schumer says that places in need should be the priority of where the drugs are sent, as opposed to how the system works now. Onondaga County realizes the concerns that people are not able to receive the proper medical attention required and that they must be prepared to make the necessary changes.
The issue is also one of equity. So if it's a family where the child does not necessarily have increased risk of severe disease but may have issues with accessing primary care, we don't want them to be the last one down the road who have access to this very, very important vaccine for every child.
Many other doctors and high-qualified professionals came to speak in support of Schumer's work, which he was able to dish out in return of the tough decisions they have to make involving RSV.
Doctors are in a triage position, which is an awful position to be in. Do I give it to this child or that child because I don't have enough? We want to avoid that. The RSV vaccine is only about a year old. It's called Beyfortus. It works. It's sort of a miracle. Has virtually no side effects, and it's very effective against RSV.
The infection has become a glaring issue in central New York, but Schumer is very determined to make sure the areas in need get the necessary care to keep infants healthy. Maddie, back to you at the desk.